Hey guys, welcome back. Or welcome to my channel if you're new here, because y'all, we have 53 people on this channel. I'm going to try really hard to film this and not edit it, because I filmed this video and edited half of it yesterday. That would be Monday. No, Tuesday. Anyway, I was going to finish it this morning. That would be Wednesday. And when I started doing it, I realized that I didn't like it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to film it again and put it up on my channel. Well, here it is Wednesday at 12:15. And it's supposed to go up on the channel by 3 o'clock. Oh, so anyway, I probably should have just kept editing the damn video that I had, but anyway, I didn't. Here we are. I got on my channel yesterday to do some work. I came in the back end of my channel yesterday and I was doing some stuff and moving some stuff around, and I just went over to, like, it's called the dashboard, and you can just see like an overview of your channel. And I was like, what is that? Oh my God, I have 53 subscribers. I cannot tell you guys how happy that made me. Like, I'm so happy. And I know that there's so many YouTube channels out there that have millions of subscribers or 100,000 subscribers or whatever, but each and every one of you that is subscribed to my channel means so friggin' much to me. So much to me. And honest to God, that's like 49 more subscribers than what I ever thought I would get to on this channel. So I just wanted to start off this video real quick. That's not what today's video is about, but I just wanted to start off today's video by saying a very heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you that subscribes to my channel, that comes back and watches my videos. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you guys, and you are the reason that I'm doing this. Seeing that number yesterday just made my friggin' day. And I've had a lot of stuff going on recently. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that is really heavy right now. I've had some stuff going on in my personal life that is just, you know, just been heavy to deal with. And that just made my friggin' day. So I just wanted to say a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you guys. I can't wait to see what the future holds for this channel and where I can take it and what we can do together. Just really excited about it. So that being said, if you guys are new here and this is the first time watching one of my videos, my name is Jessica and I'm a woman in long-term recovery. I suffered with and existed within my addiction for 14 years. And I make videos on my channel now about harm reduction and substance use disorder and different recovery pathways and anything surrounding any of those topics, and some stuff, you know, some stuff outside of those boundaries. So if you're wondering what kind of channel I run here, that is what I do. I am also a certified peer recovery specialist, and I'm a certified Narcan trainer. So if you need Narcan, or if you would like to be trained in how to administer Narcan, please reach out to me, because I can do that over the phone, over FaceTime, over Zoom, over Skype, you know, over pretty much anything. I can get you trained so you can administer Narcan and reverse an overdose. Nobody said anything about it on my Friday video, so I assume that it's okay. But if the sound is being wonky, or if it's good or whatever, will you guys please drop me a comment in the comments below and let me know? So today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about some repeated things that I keep hearing. Some of them are on social media, but a lot of them I just keep hearing, like, in the recovery community or out in real life. It sounds so weird when I say that, but if I'm out just doing whatever, there's a couple things that I keep hearing that are popping up that are, I guess you would classify them as misinformation. And I really take stuff like that very serious because, people that are suffering with substance use disorder, mental health issues, anything like that, we fight against the stigma of that every single day. Even though I'm in recovery and I've been in recovery for years now, I fight against the stigma of that in my past almost every day. And if there's anything that I can ever do to lower that stigma or educate people so they can go out on their own and lower that stigma, then I feel like it's my responsibility to do that. So I just wanted to come on here and share a couple facts with you guys that you can also go and research. And, anytime I ever use any articles or if I talk about certain people and I have their social media links or anything like that, you guys will always be able to find that at the top of my description box. The first one that I want to talk about, and I've talked about this before, is touching fentanyl. And this has kind of been brought back into the quote unquote news, and I use that word very lightly. And I don't want to make this a political video in any way, shape, or form, but this has been brought back into the news lately because recently there was an officer, a police officer, and I don't know the details. I don't have the article, but if I can find it and link it, I will. Him and his partner, had a car pulled over. They approached the car. Like I said, I'm not sure of the details. Anyway, the police officer, the story in the news is that he walked up to the car and touched or leaned over something that had a white powdery substance that they are saying was fentanyl, and that he hit the ground and he overdosed. And you guys, that's simply not true. And it sucks that is being portrayed that way. All that is fear mongering. And all that is upping the stigma about drugs. And, fentanyl is a scary thing to a lot of people. And, most of the things in the world that are scary to you, you can lower the fear that you have about something by educating yourself about it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a healthy fear of it. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is educate yourself about it, because if people could overdose simply by touching drugs, we would have way more overdoses than what we already have. And we have enough. 93,000 alone in 2020 alone. That's enough. If people could overdose just by touching their skin, that number would be tripled, if not more than that. So that's why that's why I get so aggravated when I hear this in the news, that police officers or emergency responders or whatever the case may be touched fentanyl and they overdosed. That is simply not the case. And actually, there has never been an overdose and a following toxicology report to back this up. There's never been one. And what I mean by that is no one has ever overdosed and then went to the hospital and had a toxicology report done, and the only thing in their system was fentanyl. It's never been. There's something else going on in the background. And I'm not trying to slander that officer, his name, in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying that there's something that the news is leaving out. And they're doing that because they want people to be scared. They don't want people to have all the facts. And again, I'm not and will never advocate for people to be out there rubbing your hands in fentanyl or touching fentanyl or any drug for that matter. I don't advocate for that. I'm just saying, educate yourself and know the difference between what can happen and what can't happen. There is a gentleman named Chad Sabora. If you go on his Twitter feed, you can watch the video where he holds fentanyl in his hand. They test it, so you can see it on camera. It shows up that, yes, it is, in fact, fentanyl. It's not cut with anything. It is straight fentanyl. And they lay it out, in the palm of his hand, right here. And the entire time that the video is going, he's got a lady that's sitting beside him, and I'm not sure of her name right now, and I'm sorry about that. But the whole time, they're sitting there talking, he's holding that line of fentanyl in his hand. He does not overdose. He cannot feel the effects of the fentanyl in his hand. You guys, your skin is built as a protectant over your body. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a medical professional. So what I'm saying is do your research and educate yourself and know your facts is all I'm trying to say. And I'm so passionate about this for a lot of reasons. One of the main reasons that I'm so passionate about this and that I get so agitated when I hear people arguing back at me for this, or I see people arguing back and forth about this on social media, is because it creates so much fear in the population that if someone is walking by and you see someone overdosing and you have Narcan with you, but you have this fear, this little voice in the back of your mind that is telling you you can overdose by touching fentanyl, that fear can stop you from helping that person. And you, even though you have the tools right there in your hand, you have the knowledge, you have the training, you know how to reverse an overdose, that fear and that lie that is in your head can stop you from reversing an overdose and saving someone's life because you have been lied to. And that is one of the main reasons why every time I see people arguing about this, I butt in and I say, no, that's not true. That is not true at all. It's not true, you guys. So that's the first one that I wanted to talk about. Another one that I want to talk about, I got my little handy dandy notebook. Oh, wasn't that a Blue's Clues thing? Anyway, or was it Dora? Oh shit, I hope it wasn't Dora. I didn't really like Dora. Anyway, another thing that I hear people arguing back and forth a lot about is fentanyl-laced marijuana. Doesn't exist. It does not exist. There may be people out there that are trying to lace your marijuana with fentanyl, but fentanyl cannot hold up to the heat of your lighter. Let me just put it that way. And I do have 2 or more articles that I will link in the description box below that you guys can go and read. I'm a huge advocate for the more you know. You know, I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up with like reading Rambo and the little thing, you know, the more you know. Google search it. And I do my best to go on it before I come on and make a video. If I'm doing anything that I consider to be educational, anything like this, I will spend literal days researching it to make sure that I'm not giving you guys wrong information. And actually, one of the things that I'm going to talk to you guys about today, I'm correcting myself because I kind of gave out wrong information in the past, and I'm here to correct that. So you guys just, if you hear something that doesn't sound right, or you hear something that you're like, holy crap, that's scary, or, you know, you want to know more about, fucking Google it. We carry around literal encyclopedias with us all the time. The world is literally at our fingertips. Don't hesitate to look shit up and figure out what it is. I'm going to try to move quicker. The next thing that I hear a lot about, and this is, you know, a long-standing thing. It's always been a long-standing thing. It's probably always going to be a long-standing thing. Recovery shaming. Stop doing that. Number one, I could make a whole friggin' separate video about that. You know, the whole, oh, if you don't do a 12-step program, you're doing it wrong. Or if you don't do recovery X this way, you're doing it wrong. Cut it the fuck out. Stop doing that, because your recovery and my recovery are 2 totally different things. You and I could both be working a 12-step program, and you are going to work your 12-step program different than I do. Every single person's recovery is as individualized as they are. So please stop recovery shaming people. I hear a lot, and I see a lot of comments on people's social media posts. And I also hear people doing it in person saying, oh, if you're pregnant, you need to just stop cold turkey taking your maintenance medicine. That's extremely dangerous. So please stop telling people that unless you are a physician and unless you are that person's physician. Stop telling people that. Don't take advice from people that are not your medical doctor. They have no right to give you that information, number one. Don't take advice from people, especially medical advice from people over the internet. The one that I said that I wanted to come on here and correct because I had talked about it in a previous video. I think it's in my 5 things I want you guys to know about Narcan video. I've talked before about how sometimes when you reverse an overdose, the person that was overdosing may be agitated. I still stand by that because I personally have reversed an overdose before, and the person, when they, came to, they were not happy with me. So I stand by that. What I want to say is that's not going to happen every time. I see a lot of people saying that every time you Narcan someone, they're going to be pissed off. They're going to be mad. They're going to be combative. And that's not the case. So, and that, that goes hand in hand with when you say things like that, that causes some people to be afraid and to hesitate. And when you are dealing with someone laying on the ground overdosing, or you're sitting on a bench, or whatever the case may be, overdosing, hesitation doesn't need to be in the picture at all. You need to be administering that Narcan, be on the phone with EMS. That it needs to be a quick situation because your brain can only go so long without oxygen. If you walk up on a situation and you're like, holy shit, that person is overdosing, let me get my Narcan out. Don't hesitate because you don't know how long they've been laying there. You don't know, So when you tell people they're all going to be angry, they're all going to be combative, that creates hesitation in other people. They might hesitate to pull out their Narcan. It might take, they might stutter for just a minute and be like, God, do I really want to do this? And, those seconds, that hesitation could cost someone their life. It could cause someone that has the Narcan to be like, I'm just not going to do it. And they could just keep on walking. So let's try not to do that. And, I'm going to be completely real with you guys because there have been times where I've reversed an overdose or I've seen someone reverse an overdose. And when the person wakes up, they are mad. Yeah, it sucks in a way that they're not, quote unquote, grateful that we just saved their lives. But when you're in an active use, that's not where your mindset is, because when you're to that point, that's not what you're thinking about. You're not thinking about, oh, I could have just passed away. I could have just died. That's not what you're thinking about. You're thinking about, oh, if I don't get high again, I'm going to feel really, really, really bad. What happens more often than not is that they're very disoriented and they're not sure what's going on. So you just need to be calm with them, let them know your name. You don't have to tell them your full name and like your birth rate and all that. Just say, hey, my name is Jessica. This is where you are. You are okay. You are safe. Always tell someone that they're safe because wouldn't you want to know that if you woke up and didn't know where you were, what the fuck was going on? I would want someone to tell me that. So, that's what I tell people. Hi, my name is Jessica. I just want you to know that you are okay. You are safe. This is what's going on, and don't be afraid to touch them. Human beings all like to be touched. If they wake up and they are pissed off, or once they realize what's going on, if they're pissed off, then that's fine. You can step away from them and let them be pissed off. Don't let them out of your sight. But they can be pissed off. Yeah, but keep them in your sight. But anyway, I know that I kind of misspoke about that earlier, and I didn't want it to be misconstrued as that anytime you reversed an overdose, whoever that person was going to come up out of it swinging, because that's not the case. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that could be a little bit different depending on the situation. And you know what? Actually, I did want to let you guys know, you know, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to let y'all go. You know, people don't have to hit a rock bottom to find their way into recovery. If you are out there and you have a loved one and you try to help them and you think they're going to do it, and then they change their mind and they don't, and you're like, oh, well, they haven't lost enough yet, or they haven't hit rock bottom, or whatever, you know, that's a lot of the verbiage that you hear on TV, in my opinion. You hear a lot of it if you've ever watched the show Intervention. And, you know, people don't have to hit a very rock bottom to where their life is just laying in shatters around them for them to decide they want to change something in their life. And if we keep saying that and we keep using those terms, we're going to convince people that that's what they have to do, you know, and rock bottom could be someone's death. And we don't want that. If you are out there and you're in active use and you're just tired of it and you decide that you want to make a change, make a change. You don't have to lose everything. You don't have to hit a rock bottom for you to qualify, or, you know, whatever word you want to use to, you know, to get into recovery, or to whatever it is. That's not the case. It's when you're ready is when you will do it. You don't have to hit a rock bottom. You don't have to lose everything. You don't have to. If that's what makes you, you know, if that's where you are and now you're like, okay, now I'm ready, then that's okay. The only person that can't recover is one that isn't here with us anymore. So what matters is that you get here. That's what matters. But I get real tired of hearing people say, oh, they got to hit their rock bottom first. No, you don't. You don't. You don't have to hit your rock bottom first. Okay. So I just wanted to say that as like my final thought. So I'm going to let you guys go because, God, this friggin' video is going on like 30 minutes. I swear I cannot make a short video. I made a short yesterday and I was surprised that I could make a short. Did you guys see it? If you saw it, let me know. Everything will be in the description box. I'll link all the articles, and I'll put Chad's information in there so you guys can check him out. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys need Narcan, if you need to be trained in how to administer Narcan, please reach out to me. If you guys just need someone to talk to, whatever, all my contact information is always in the description box below, along with some resources. My email is in the description box below too. So if you guys want to shoot me an email or whatever. One more thing, and then I really will let y'all go. But if you guys will, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and drop me a comment. If you do any of those things, just interact with the video. It just shows YouTube more that people are actually watching my videos, and it will push them out to other people so other people can also see them. And I would appreciate it, you guys. All right, I will let you go, and I will see you guys on Friday at 3 o'clock. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and take care of yourselves, and be nice to each other.